me see. Let me see the. Is your cover? These two covers.
Yeah, the battery just fell out. Just put the battery back in. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, you want to ride double, Eric? Come on. Cold start and technology, not a good combination. I don't even want to know how much it cost. Probably more than the horse is worth. Story of my life. Okay, so, as you can see, I mean, I get some of this stuff done already before I go hopping on him. If I know I'm going to have to throw a rope around him or do something, I don't want to have to teach him that while I'm sitting on him the first time while I'm teaching him this also. I kind of, I threw a rope over his head a couple times. I really didn't do it much with this colt. He's just kind of okay with it, kind of quiet. Some colts aren't, so I spend a little more time on the ground. There's a lot of stuff we're skipping today, obviously. I mean, trying to give you a pretty good idea about what I do and the steps I take in the process. But what you've seen today is basically all I do before I get on him. I might tie their head around the back of the saddle once or twice and kind of let them hang out, move them around, make them kind of do this or that. But generally speaking, I just kind of make sure they're paying attention to me, and then we start riding them. Now, does that mean that doing more groundwork is bad? No, not necessarily. But I think you can overdo it, and I think after a while you can sure make them worse by getting them in this pen every day and not going further with their education. By just keeping them in a lull and making them kind of get sick of what they're doing, making them kind of sour about it. Pretty soon they just do all this stuff and they're just sick of doing it. And their mind kind of starts closing up. They're not as open-minded while they're going. While he's still open-minded and wanting to learn, that's what I want to teach him. I don't want to wait until he's almost kind of teed off and closed down, his mind's starting to shut down. That's when I want to start teaching to ride. A lot of people kind of look at it that way. When the horse gets so quiet and dull that they're like kind of sick of what they're doing, they look at that as, now he's getting quiet enough I can ride him. Well, I look at that as, now he's just about to tell you that whatever you're going to teach me now, I don't want to hear it. I kind of want to start them when they're a little bit fresher, so that way they can, when I say fresher, I mean fresher in their mind, so they have more opportunity to learn. Okay, Sherry, let's go the other way. So I'm just going to sit up here and kind of let her do the work. I push her around a little bit. Okay, let's slope him a little. Okay, it's good. So all I'm going to do is help him just a little. I look into the middle. I'm not going to jerk on him, pull on him, expect him to do anything different because I'm asking him to do something. He's too green for me to steer. He's too green for me to pull on hard. I would never ask a horse to stop on the first few rides because they don't have a clue what it means when I pull on them. All I'm going to do is make things worse. So instead, I'm just going to say, hey, look, you did a good job. Did everything we wanted you to do. He kicked his butt up in the air a little bit. He's cold. That's to be expected. Not a big issue. Did we worry about it? Did we whack him, make a big issue about it, make him worry about it? No. She just kept pushing him. I might have, kicked him one extra time or kissed him through it or something. Whenever we asked him to lope, it was kind of a team effort. I didn't just sit up here and kick him and wait for him to go because he doesn't know what that means when I kick him. He's never had anybody kick him before. Okay? You can do all the groundwork you want, hit on the sides, and make them go forward. But until you sit up here and kick them, they've never been kicked, I promise you. So they're not going to just go forward because you kick them. They don't know what that means. What they does know what it means is when she's in the middle, makes them go forward and lunge with it. So we'll start with that, and then we'll add the next cue with it and start teaching him how to go. But when it was time to lope, I might have kicked him a little and started encouraging him and kissed him a little bit because I'm louder, and that way she can use the whip and make him lope. Not a big deal. Okay, and then I kind of sit up here. This was kind of an issue earlier when I was on the ground, so I might go ahead and see what he thinks about that on the saddle. It wasn't a big deal. So he's pretty quiet. You guys can see that. I mean, I'd like to think that some of it's because of the preparation we did, but I know that a lot of it, there's other colts a little more stingy, and they just wouldn't just get on and ride the first time quite this easy. But it doesn't really matter how stingy or how fresh. The techniques aren't any different. You do the same thing. You get their mind on you. You teach them how to follow their nose. You teach them how to pay attention to you. You teach them how to go and teach them how to stop, and then you ride it. There's no other tricks to it. Now, the gray area comes in my definition of getting them to pay attention to me, follow their nose, stop and go, and some people's definition. And there's other guys that think that do great starting colts, but they do it different. That's fine. Okay, this works for me, and there's a lot of things we didn't do today that I'll do with some colts. This colt didn't need it, or I didn't want to waste the time on it, or whatever. But I'll be more than happy to go over colt starting with some of you guys, or kind of talk more about it. You know, I'm just happy to have people here. I'm happy to share what little I know about the horse deal and about training. I'm happy to have people that want to hear it. But it doesn't mean that I want to try to show you everything we can show you today. But if you have any questions, we'll go over them later. There's a question box up there. I'll try to answer in front of the crowd later. Because you know, if you're wondering the question, there's probably somebody else wondering the same thing. So don't be afraid to go ahead, kind of go out there and ask the question. We'll go over it later. I put on a colt starting clinic last year, right here, and it went pretty good. We didn't have any big wrecks. We didn't, you know, all the horses were good, I thought, and it was a good deal. A little bit scary having a colt starting clinic because you don't know the people that are showing up, you don't know the horses, and it's just one of those things that not everybody should do, really. I'm not saying I'm the world's greatest athlete by any means, and I'm looking forward to the day when I don't have to start colts anymore. I really am. But I'll tell you right now, it's just one of those things that you do, and everybody has to do it. But there's a lot of people sitting here right now in these lawn chairs that should not ever start a colt. They're not able. Okay? And if you want to call me what you want to call me because I said that, that's fine, but it's the truth. If it hurts your feelings, well, maybe you shouldn't. You know, my grandma's about 4'6", and when she sits in that chair, she can't reach the pedals. So when she reaches all the way up to reach the pedals, then she has to put phone books underneath her. Well, then when she puts phone books underneath her so she can see over the steering wheel, she can't reach the pedals again. So maybe she shouldn't be driving. You know, if she's not really able to drive, she probably shouldn't drive. I mean, I've had people tell me that they can't get on a horse without a step stool, and that's great. But I guarantee you wouldn't want to use a step stool on this one today. And I guarantee you can't jump off and land. If you can't jump off and land on 2 feet like I did earlier, you probably shouldn't be starting a colt because you're just increasing the chances of getting yourself hurt. I might just kick him once or twice and see how he reacts. Just kind of sit here. Let him know that means move his feet. Doesn't mean go anywhere specific, just kind of go. Now, why was he spinning around over there? Because he just kept thinking, I want to see what's out there. You know, and it's not a big deal. I can't make him look at me right now because I'm up here. You know, later on he might be looking at me when I start pulling on him, teach him how to stop, but I'm not going to worry about that today. But I don't want him thinking that he needs to worry about what's out there. He needs to worry about what's going on in here. You know, this is the solution to his problem. He thinks this is the problem, and he needs to learn this is the solution. Okay, I think we're going to go on inside. Ernie's going to talk to us a little bit about equine nutrition.
I'm not going to talk that long. It'd be all right just to talk out here.
Go ahead. I'm gonna quit talking. Thanks for watching the colt deal. We got more to do later.